All right. How are we doing? Y'all ready to get nasty? Previously on Kimba TV. The most important thing is identify value level. So do you have all this? You should have all of these zones figured out. The value area high, value area low, okay? So that's your volume clusters. So the first thing that I would worry about is if swing fails. Okay, that's gonna be a little bit of a uh-oh, all right? I will also open a hedge short if it does it. Markets are opening in 30 minutes. Who juicing? Latuche, motherfucker. The math is the math. Latuche, ho. Are we Bugatti, y'all? Let's go. Happy Monday, y'all. So when the Bugammas come out in about 15 minutes, we want Bugammas above 5,300 if we want the bullish narrative to continue today. Any other questions, you guys good? Markets are opening in 13 minutes, y'all. You guys good? Any questions? I think it's pretty obvious what I'm waiting for, right? If we looked at this like this, everybody knows what the fuck I'm waiting for, right? You guys good? Everybody caught up on last week's highlights? Everybody caught up on Saturday highlights? I'm putting up the Sunday highlights right now. Drop after the markets open. Well, I mean, it depends on, have you been watching the highlights and following Zol? Can you go over a bearish scenario? A bearish scenario, you like get down to like something like this. I don't think it'll clean that. It'll probably go deeper than this if you were gonna go bearish. Those would be like a lot tastier than here. You could keep that on. All right, we already did TA on gold for quite some time. So if you missed the gold TA, make sure you get caught up on the Saturday and Sunday highlights. We talked about it over the weekend. Pretty cool, right? All right, 7 minutes until traditional markets open. Y'all ready? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the markets are open. Let's go. US markets are open. We get nasty Bugatti. Are we gonna get a swing fail? Or are we gonna go visit the lows, ladies and gentlemen? Actually, coming back down here, leaving that would actually be Bugatti, so it wouldn't scare me as long as it doesn't lose 64. Get nasty. Y'all ready to get nasty? Here we go, Lions. Identify your thangs. Let me get the bandanas up and running for you guys. Okay, everything looks good. Happy says, what are we looking at for CME? You said last night the gap will be interesting and how we will fill it. Yeah, so the gap is already filled. The gap is already filled. I don't know if you remember, but there's a lot of like fill and go type of plays, like fill and go or fill and go. But yeah, we're waiting to see if that gets swept or not. Alrighty, but you also don't want to be like stubbornly just waiting for a short. Like it comes down to, do you understand that if we don't sweep the top and we come down here first, that's bullish? Yeah, so it's just about like remembering what happened. Like Do you understand that CME hasn't swept the bad highs? Do you understand that if it leaves it there and comes back down here first to clean all of this out, it's bullish? Have you already started planning out a potential long from like the 65 zone, this zone right here? You don't want to be the guy asking me, hey, should I long here? You should already be planning for that. Does that make sense? Any questions? I think it's pretty straightforward. How many people are going to wait for a 30-minute candle close? How many people are going to wait for a 1-hour candle close? How many people are only going to take a short if you get a structural edge, a div, and the open interest squeezes? How many people are going to take a short if it's only one? You don't give a shit if the shorts don't get squeezed. You don't care if there's not a CVD. If it's a swing fail, you'll take it. To be honest, if it's a swing fail, even if there's no div, I might still take it. The question is going to be if it's a 30-minute or 1-hour candle close. But everything that we're talking about right now, whether we're looking at boot gammas, whether we're looking at the CME swing fail, nothing has changed, right, since Friday. Pretty cool, right? So I'm going to just keep it dead ass simple for me. I'm doing what I set out to do weeks ago, if you really think about it, right? I haven't changed my plan. And there is no right or wrong. If you want to be more bullish than me, or if you want to be more bearish than me, do you, boo-boo? That's awesome. I don't mean that sarcastically. I don't mean to say it I'm not saying it sarcastically. No one knows what's going to happen at the end of the day. So if you want to short earlier than me or later than me, or if you want to hold your longs later than me or close them earlier than me, there's nothing wrong with that. You guys good? Farmer John, G4. Zine says, what happened with gold? Math? Were you here for the TA? Make sure you get caught up. Make sure you get caught up. Gold TA Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I'm assuming you didn't watch any of those highlights. Yeah. Cloudy says, I'm going to make an avocado and egg toast. Oh my God, that sounds amazing. Kazi says, did we just close the S&P gap with first candle? I'm not sure what you mean. Like 1-hour candle, 5-minute candle, what type of candle are you talking about? I bet you could see it yourself, right? Quant, what's going on? What was the previous song? That was called Rush. The Afro beats. Yeah, baby girl loves Afro beats. I got Davido coming up. Davido is Afro beats too. That boy Houston says, I watched Crypto Face last night. He's in a long, says we could rock it soon. Well, if you've watched Crypto Face long enough, if he said that, he's not wrong, but he might be mistiming it. So between Crypto Face saying that we're going to rock it soon and all of South Korea being in a long, maybe we actually do go grab 65,000 first. Ideally, we hold this. And so, you know, I bet some people are doing something like this. I wouldn't want to lose this golden pocket. But we did, you know, we are now getting time below the TPO point of control. So, but that's okay. That's probably going to give me my dot or ETH long, you know, if it does want to come back down here. So that's okay. Davido is from my country. Nice. But it's not so much that you weren't here or you didn't hear me say. I'm explaining to you ahead of time why I would take a short, where I would take a short, and how I would take a short. And I've said that so many times. So you should be able, if you just listen to that, whether you agree with me or not, whether you want to use that kind of thought process or edge anticipation or not, you would already know how I'm thinking or looking at the market. So theoretically, if you just listened to how I'm explaining or looking at something or why I would take a stab, you will probably never have to ask me again if I'm in a short or a long, to be honest with you. But that being said, I know you're a lion cub and I wouldn't expect you to be on top of it right away. So don't worry about it. But make sure you go back and you understand where, why, and how I would take a short. Okay? If you do go back and actually listen to it, I talk about scenarios where the CME doesn't sweep. And I say, hey, these are the levels where you could take bearish retest shorts. Okay, so not only do I talk about what I might be doing, but I give you a couple of ideas on how you could do things if you were more bearish or more bullish than I was. Everything is planned out, okay? But I am VISP. Nope, I am not in a short yet. Okay, what I would suggest that you do is maybe get caught up on the Bugama. I'm going to do a recap in 11 minutes. How's that? I'm going to try to do a scheduled recap. So in 11 minutes, when the hourly closes, I'll give you a recap on what you missed. How's that? Alrighty. But I'm going to assume that you are caught up on the Saturday stream highlights and the Sunday stream highlights. So it's going to be your responsibility to go to YouTube, YouTube, and watch yesterday's highlights. Okay. Did you know that I was on Saturday and Sunday? So make sure that you're caught up on that. Go watch it right now because some of the stuff is not going to make sense. If I already said it on Saturday and Sunday, I'm not going to say, I might not say it on the recap today. So I want to make sure that you're fully aware of everything that we talked about Saturday and Sunday. All righty. And then at the hourly, I can do another quick recap. But just remember, brother, my recaps will never be a substitute for you identifying levels, for you planning and anticipating, for you being able to read the data correctly. Alrighty. So not only hopefully you're caught up on the highlights, but you have your own ranges and your own value area highs and value area lows and your own single prints and your own bad highs and bad lows. And you've done that on Coinbase and you've done that on CME. Okay, those are all bare minimum things that I would expect you to do before we can have a constructive recap. Alrighty. So yeah, in about 8 minutes, I can do another recap. All right, let's go. Let's keep vibing out though. And it's Monday, so no reason to get all hyper aggressive and go crazy on me. Okay? Are you aware that we have Wednesday FOMC minutes? Wednesday FOMC minutes. All right. All right, cool. What a Monday. I'm going to keep Latucheng hanging out with you guys. Let me figure out what time I should go work out today. How many of y'all would stick around if I did a late, long stream tonight? Just to see if there's a head short. That being said, though, you guys know where I'm... you guys know the only way... Okay, so hold on a second, real quick. Bears, it's not hopeless yet. Just because you didn't get a swing fail doesn't mean shit. What's the next structural edge that you would be looking at? Do I need to put this back? Do I need to put that back so y'all know what a failed auction looks like just in case? Bulls, if you're popping bottles, you're doing it wrong. And bears, if you're freaking out and admitting defeat, you're doing it wrong. Well, it depends on what your invalidation was. But, so how many people took the short and got stopped out at break even or tiny profit or tiny loss on the first attempt? And you're kind of starting to understand why the book says the first candle forms and the second candle confirms. Sometimes it works out, but the probability says this is what will happen most of the time, which is why the book says you should wait for the second candle to confirm for you. So there is no right or wrong. And if you want to not incorporate that, that's okay. But eventually, if you do it long enough, the math is going to catch up to you. So it is a small net negative if you are going to take it a million times. But here's the thing. That's why I preface the question by saying who got stopped out break even. Because if you have enough edge, it is, you waited for the CME swing fail. A lot of people took it too. So you were afforded the opportunity to stop loss in break even, you know? So that's awesome. Gucci Magooch. I tried the short and fucked up. That's okay. The question is are you going to fuck up again next time? So, you know, the first couple attempts, it's okay if you're just learning. All right. But make sure you figured out what you want to do different next time. Okay. Jeremy says the gammas and open interest were an invalidation for me. Roger that. I like it, Jeremy. Do you see what's going on with open interest? So I would assume if you guys need me to show this to you guys, I will. But we don't need to look at this bitch until when? We don't really need to look at this, ladies and gentlemen, until 71.2. You know, and that kind of sounds right. How many of you guys are doing like a fixed range volume profile on this and you're thinking about longing that? How many of you guys have identified the value area high and you're thinking to yourself, fuck man, do I long this pullback? Anybody thinking about that? Shout outs. What about if you're in a short? You would certainly be thinking about that for a potential TP1, right? Or maybe it's not a TP1, but you would certainly want it to lose that level again. How many people have like bigger Fibonacci's, you know, something like this, and you're waiting for the 75786? Huh? Anybody waiting for the 7.5 or anything like that? Hey, do you? Do you? I don't really want to throw out too many ideas right at the moment because guess what? We already talked about all these things beforehand. And if you're unprepared, I don't want you to try to finagle into something last minute. But yeah, what do you guys think? You guys Gucci? So I would say that swing fail short did not work out. No head short yet for me still. Zen, you good? Hey, you good? Arkston, you good? Trade Malia, you good? Longers, I'm rooting for you. Shorters, I'm rooting for you. Do you boo boo? Swiggity swaggity. We getting juicy Magucci. Hey, look at all these single prints to the downside. Let's go, juice. Let me go talk with baby girl if I can do a late long stream tonight. But we'll try our best. The juice is the juice. So we got 6 minutes on the hourly candle close. Hold on. Which brings us to the last hourly candle for the traditional markets. All right. After traditional markets close in 1 hour and 6 minutes, we have an hour where it's just futures, and then we're gonna have Macaulay Culkin hour. If there's any Lion Cubs wondering what the hell is Macaulay Culkin hour, it's the hour when futures, traditional markets are all paused. And so crypto will be trading, but S&P, NASDAQ, all the traditional markets shit, it's gonna be paused for an hour. All right. So lots of stuff coming up. I'm sure if we keep moving up higher and higher, depending on if there's a pullback before the daily or after, there might be a full rotation play. So, hey, how goofy would it be to be able to get into like a 71.4 swing fail short and ride that bitch for like a full rotate, like a ridiculous full rotation? You never know. All right. But if you've been here, start to finish, you guys know where I'm looking for my next head short. Until then, there really isn't an opportunity or an edge, in my opinion. Make sure you guys have the value area high, value area low, point of control, volume-based, time-based, Fibonacci's, and you'll see. There is no right or wrong. So if you're a little bit more bullish than I am, or if you're a little bit more bearish than I am, that's awesome. There's only good risk management and bad risk management. Take your shots, enjoy it, have fun. Let's get nasty. Y'all ready? 4 more minutes, excuse me. 4 minutes and 10 seconds on the hourly candle close. I'm kind of excited for S&P to get the fuck away from us. S&P totally let us down a little bit. S&P can go fuck yourself. You think, how many of y'all think we're going to get 70 today? Is the Latuche a little bit too strong? Am I tripping for thinking we could possibly get 70 today? 70, not 71, but that value area low. Like tap into that box, tap in, tap in. How we doing? Last hour on traditional markets. Thank God. Give it up for our favorite shitcoin, the U.S. economy. Let's go. Let's go. Suave says, flash the P&L for me. Hey, you know what? Okay. Basically at 70K. I'm thinking about if I should do it for MEXC. I think MEXC, maybe I can aim for like 70,200. But on Coinbase, the magic number here, we should draw it, is like around 70,100, I believe. So get nasty! That's nothing! That's nothing! That's nothing!
Shut
Come
up,
on!
Kimber. Let's get it. Kimber,
Juicy
what's
juice!
poppin'?
Live mathing, y'all! Who getting nasty, y'all? Let's go! I'm not surprised that it's pixel fucking my box. You heard me? I'm not surprised that it's at the value area high for CME. You heard me? Everybody gooch? My concern right now is that going to be a bad high? What about on CME? What about on derivatives? What about on Coinbase? What are we going to do when traditional markets close in 16 minutes and Macaulay Culkin kicks in 1 hour and 16 minutes? Do you guys know that we have FOMC minutes on Wednesday? Oddly enough, you have NVIDIA earnings on Wednesday as well. So a couple of, things that you might want to thang about. Okay. If you're not in a long, you're thinking about what could be like a potential respectable pullback to get into a long. If you're already in a short, God bless you. Just make sure that you never let a green trade turn red. Other than that, Lions, we Gucci Magucci, baby. All we can do is just sit back, relax, and watch the math. But for those of you that have been here for the last couple weeks and months, how crazy is it? How cool is it to see all that work, all that planning, all that anticipation really come down to 6 to 8 hours? I hope you guys have been enjoying the narrative. Here it is, whether you got to see me get live filled, whether we anticipated this pullback, whether we TP'd a little bit here just in case it was going to swing fail. And then we said, if that short doesn't work, then that's the next level. We waited, got zero edge, no short, next level up here. And I'm just doing my thing, man. I'm doing the best that I can, learning as I go. Taking it level by level. We're straight pixel fucking. I think we're doing pretty well. Okay, that 70,146 is kind of like my, little line for Coinbase that I would want to see get tapped. Okay, we'll see what that looks like. We'll see what the reaction in here looks like. We Gucci Magooch. OVXX making it rain. Bugatti money. Quit playing with me. Quit playing, man. Oh my gosh.
You just said.
We getting nasty, my boy. We getting nasty, my boy. We getting nasty, my boy. Talk to him, Lions. Latucci. Here we go. How we doing? Talk to me. Juicy Juice. Testnet Credit. Juicy Juice. Ow! Papink me. Papink me. ETH, well, there's nothing surprising going on with ETH, to be honest with you, because we had already identified levels to the downside and identified levels to the upside. So we can't really predict when it's going to do it, how violently it would do it, how quickly it would do it, but it's kind of goofy, right? You're telling me that it bounced from that level and it's headed towards there? Can't predict that it's doing it all in a daily candle close or how quickly it gets there, but you're telling me that it's bouncing from there and it's heading towards there? So it's the same thing that we did over here. We don't get bullish on the penetration. Look at the VWAP. Here's your fib. Swiggity, swiggity, swag, swag. Boy, how we doing? Easy juice. Easy juice. Ladies and gentlemen, 46 minutes until traditional markets come back, y'all. Let's go get them things, baby. Y'all ready to go grab these things? Mirino, Sephoris, Toad, Aliyuon, Dekiku, Aitor, Pelosi, The God, Seriola, Hegemonia, Crippendream, Seriola, Happy, Hegemonia, Dirty Z, Exodus, Exo, Trinkum, Green Finger. What a day, what a day, what a day. What y'all think about the box? What y'all think about the Coinbase yellow line? What y'all think about the TP that we set live together? Boy, the math is the math, ladies and gentlemen. The box is the box, gentlemen. Ah, what a day. I still can't get over this. Magnificent planning, I feel like. Liquidia, ho! Turn up! Fuck, come on. Come on! Turn up! Thank you. Playing with me. Too much juice cannot compute. Too much juice cannot compute. All right, y'all better quit playing with me. Y'all better quit playing with me. Easy money. Lions, talk to me. Who has like an inkling of what they're looking at? We Gucci? Math is the math, homie. The math is the math, homie. Whether you like it or not. Quit playing with me. Obviously, I'm gonna stay up until maybe like 12:30 with you guys, but I'll try to be back on again early tomorrow. Hit me with any questions right now. Hit me with questions right now. That being said, you know, at the end of the day, your guess is probably just as good as mine. So don't let whatever I say contaminate your original thought process, your own TA and plan. The most important thing is that you believe in what you're seeing. And it doesn't matter if it works out or not. It's about if you're learning when it doesn't work out or not. So let me know. Any insights or opinion about ETH ETF? To be honest with you, chat, OG, Veteran Lions, talk to me. The Council of the Elderly Lions, okay? Talk to me. Do I have an opinion about the ETH ETF? Did I have an opinion about the Bitcoin ETF? I don't really care. I'm never gonna be like 100% dismissive, but were you here when like the whole Bitcoin ETF was going down? Brother, I'm just taking it level by level. Yeah, man, I don't care. We don't care. Yeah, I have been longing when China first talked about banning Bitcoin. You know, I've shorted ETF stuff before, so I'm going to just take it level by level. Whether the ETH ETF stuff is priced in, is it going to actually come through? Oh my God, if it gets denied, you know, negative 75%, you know, retail commentary. All I know is that when I look at ETH BTC has to do a bullish retest for me. And ETH USDT still has weak and bad highs that it has not swept. So the probability is that it will still continue for a little bit higher. Okay, but it's just probabilities. And you're looking at like maybe, I don't know, 65% that it's going to sweep that bad and weak high. And you never know when either. So, all righty. I have one question. Coin margin CVD is actually on a bear dip, but no other CVD on Coinalyze. What I would say is, what did it do before when that happened last time? It's not really so much about what we observe now, but it's more about what we observe means from the previous times it showed up before. Cosmo, you good? Pelosi, you good? Alex, we got Carrots, Verilil, Lagiki, Verilil in the house. Greenfinger says, should I short the Latuche with a flame right now? You should liquidate that whole thing. Consume the whole thing. No stop loss. Thoughts on Solana? No, nothing has really changed for Sol. Math. Alrighty, Dirty Z, J-Bomb, bro, J-Bomb, thank you for the resub. 21 months, give it up for J-Bomb. Ninjaville, you gifted a sub. Hasta la Vista, you gifted a sub. Shout outs to you guys. Opsy says, what a way to start the week. 100%. I am not in a hedge short yet. Alrighty. So if you remember, we talked about this being a potential hedge short level. If that doesn't work, then this. And if that doesn't work, then this. And do you guys remember what my plan is if this short doesn't work out? I think, 73 is easy, but I would love to get a 75, It could be like 76.1. We'll start nerding out a little bit more on the levels above the all-time high. Yeah, 75. It's a zone. So 75, if you really want me to be, how many of y'all were here when we did this little thing with that yellow line? You maybe like 76.1 if you want like another yellow thing. Okay, for those of you that are in here, let's do it. Let's do 76.1. All right. On Coinbase anyways. GDP says I'm taking head short already. Awesome, brother. Yeah, the cool thing is we already planned out for this, all of this stuff, for a pretty long time. So you know exactly what I'm looking for me to take a short. So no question marks. That's what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Weeks of planning coming down to moments like today. Sounds good. Pretty cool, right? What do you guys think about this math, ladies and gentlemen? Only profits got filled live here. Anticipated this. All on the highlights. TP'd a little bit here. TP'd a little bit here. Look at this. Crazy. All right, so as always, ladies and gentlemen, hands up if you're already in a short. So first things first, did CME do its thing? Did CME sweep? Did Coinbase sweep? Is the high good or bad? All right, do you have any div? Okay. Do the S&P boot gammas help you? 54 hundo is interesting. Wow. Look how long we spent up there. So I'm not going to bite on the first one, but are we identifying levels? Think about when we pulled this bad high. Look at that. I feel like if there is really going to be a nuke, I can get into a really nice short whenever I feel like it, to be honest. But I'm going to sleep with a giant smile on my face tonight, ladies and gentlemen. All right, you guys good? All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a great night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Poker, giveaways, more insano volatility. Market makers, get nasty. By the way, daily open, full rotation is in possible play. Don't forget about Fibonacci. Clearly, there's a resistance level on the 30-minute time frame. It would be interesting if it gets flipped to support. Okay, all right. Stay safe. Lions, you're the best. Have a great night, y'all. Peace, everybody.